Okay, what do we have? That's a little screwed up. That's a little better, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Now, why that looks a little funky on the. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, great. I don't know if you saw the. I did a video just a little while ago. Well, actually, probably this afternoon, something like that, about the ex-wife of Bezos. You know, the head of um, Amazon. She's worth like 60 billion or 40 billion dollars. Well, she just gave out $4 billion to 385 nonprofit organizations. Man, this has all turned out to be a scam. It would break my heart. Me? No, I'm not a scam, but anybody who's telling you, uh, on YouTube, I got people impersonating me and saying, just call Harry, he'll get you a grant. And it seems that they're charging you $300 or something to fill out a grant. You don't need anybody to fill out any of the COVID money, grant money. Never pay anybody to fill anything out that. And particularly on if someone on YouTube that says that they're with me or going to fill out. I don't. Everything I show you is free. The only thing I charge is $20 to belong to the Facebook group. I'm not going to charge you for anything else. And the loveliest part of the party is your shirt and jacket. Oh, it's Christmas, isn't it? Actually, I have sort of like a Santa outfit too. I should have. Actually, it's a red velvet kind of question mark suit that's sort of nice in Christmas time. Uh, let's see, holiday. Hey, great, the loveliest part of the party. Well, that's awfully nice of you. Um, but anyway, so the woman, Mackenzie is her name, Mackenzie Scott, who I guess divorced a few years back. I think he's got a new honey now. Uh, and she's giving out $4 billion. I mean, this is bigger than government agencies' budget, and it's going to 385. Now, in the video, I give you the listing of where to find those 385 nonprofits. They're all over the country. And like the first one, I think, is a nonprofit in Houston that helps women entrepreneurs get money and help. And it looks very, interesting. And they're all really aimed. I mean, like most of those rich people used to give all their money to big, to Harvard and all that kind of stuff. But she's doing it to little guys, little nonprofits, little colleges, minority, people with lower income, stuff like that. Which is great. I mean, I think that's what it is. That's like Social Security. I don't think we should be. We give Social Security millionaires. Why the hell do we do that? It's supposed to be a backup plan or something, and there's millions and millions of people who are millionaires or more and getting Social Security. This is one of the reasons we're broke. Maybe we'll change that. I don't know. But Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, Kim. Anybody know any kind of help in Kansas? Yes. Okay. Now there's a couple of things. Oh, Mo, is that you? I can't tell. Are you there, Mo? Monica, are you there? Monica, is that what you go by? Monica. We're going to have a raffle. Okay. The evening is about you sharing a website that gives out free money and help. Okay. So we're looking for you, and even in the chat on Facebook, I mean, on YouTube, put in the chat any links and the links are going to have to be actually .gov or .org, because we don't want people making money off of this, and we don't want to pay for things. And so what you want to do is find those links and put them there, and we're going to pick out 20. We're going to randomly, we're going to do like a raffle. We don't know who's going to get it, and we're not going to qualify what it is, as long as it's a link that is a .gov or a .org, and they give out money or free help. Okay. I shared it on your other page. Yeah, I got some good ones today. Yeah. Okay. We'll include those too, because that's awfully good, Craig. But if you have it there, put it in here just to make sure. But yeah, I mean, today, did you do that today, Craig? You put the link out there, because there were some good links that you guys put up in the discussions today. And I think I almost up to date on all the discussions. I answered everybody. Wow. Okay. I answered everybody. Yeah. And there were neat stuff too. That people are, want to get IT degrees. I mean, that's very interesting too, because I think that's where it's at. It's getting a skill. It's not getting a degree anymore. We find out that doesn't mean a whole lot, and people really need skills to get decent jobs. And I think we're getting closer to more and more people will be able to make a decent living, without a degree but having the skills. Here's the tip for anyone in New Jersey City. We'll write $1,500 checks for, what was that? $1,500 checks for, where is that? Where? No, that's not there. Somebody's writing about New Jersey City. Was that in, where is that? Are you writing that in the Facebook group? Because we need a link. I have a small business grant for those who have a product that they can, or jar. It's promotional, made. That's not a complete website, Crystal. Made of any more. It's. Do you see that, Crystal? It's promotion activator / made for more something. It's cut off, so we can't check it out and see. But I want to give 50. I'm going to give $1,000 away today. So help me give away $1,000 today. And what's happening too is that there's a lot of Jazz Foundation. Oh, great. Okay. I see. Promotion activator. That's a .com. Crystal, you see that's a .com. I worry about them because they're going to get your name or try to sell you something or whatever. And I'm really, don't want to get people trapped in that. I mean, people are coming to me and somebody's trying to get money off them, pretending they're me. There you are. I thought I was going to miss you. No, Emily, I'm here. Hope to be here about 15, 20 more years. Yeah. As long as you'll have me. And if you guys don't want me to do this anymore, I'll try to figure out something else to do. I think that's what we all want to do, is keep giving for the rest of your damn life. And that's it. Like now, but see, and sometimes it's hard to give. I remember when I first had kids, I said, I'll teach the kids how to give, and we'll go out and like on Thanksgiving and work at soup kitchens or something like that. And then, man, you had to sign up a year before to do that. They were so bloody organized. That's why you do your own thing, and you can do it on the just instantly or whatever. Cross.org Christian. Oh, cross.org. That sounds interesting, Cher. But the are you going to miss you? Somebody said, "Go now." Where am I going? I hope I'm not going anymore. Redcross.com. There you are. Though I was going to. Thought I was going to miss you. Okay, it's a $10,000 grant sponsored by Ball Brand Home Canning. Oh, I see. It's legit. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yes. Okay, Crystal, that sounds good. Yeah. Because a lot of people do that. I mean, I think there's one of the diaper people. They give money to women entrepreneurs and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. I understand that. So long as they're not in the business of getting names. If they're getting, just publicity from doing it, that's fine. But so many people, are going to get names and beat you on the head to sell you something. I went on United Way and did a survey and won a free meal for Xmas. Neat, a free Christmas meal. All Catholic charities right now are doing it. The last help to those who need help. Yes. Now, here's the thing about the last COVID. Okay, they're voting maybe tomorrow on the new COVID grant. Okay, the last one, they haven't spent it all. They have some estimates I've seen $100 million left to give out. Okay, and a lot of them can't give it out. I mean, I was just reading today. I wrote about it. They just started giving out yesterday. Another $10,000 for small businesses. Even for money to pay rent, money to pay utilities, money to pay mortgages. Sure, some are gone. Not all of them. And that's why you're just going to have to dig deeper. And that's why I already put this link in YouTube. So I have the link in YouTube, and members could get this anytime. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'll give you the link. But I went on the other way. Oh, God, thanks, Lily. But what I have in YouTube and the link I have are the what I call the first responders for financial help. First responders for financial help. And they're free. These are people that are paid by the government to help you get out of trouble. And it's not just one office. Every state has about 6 to 9 offices like this that are first financial help responders. So the first responders for your financial problem. Just like we have a fireman, the first responders if you have a fire. We have healthcare workers, first responders if you have healthcare. Okay. Oh, this is a problem too if you have a financial problem. Well, the government, as a society, we decided to pay these first responders for people who have financial problems, okay? And that's the link I have. So you don't have to give me money to get this. I have it already. I figured out how to do it on YouTube. So it's there in the discussion. Look in the discussion, description, I'm sorry, that you'll see it. And just download that link. And there's, for every state in the United States, I show you 8 first responders for helping you with financial problems personally. Okay, you hear that? 8 first responders that help you with financial aid personally. So that's your mortgage, that's your rent, that's your utilities, that's your student loans, that's your car payments, that's all these, okay? That's what they do. They're paid to do that. They've heard your problem 100 times, okay? Now, what I would do too is not only just try one, I'd try them all. Because everybody's going to have a little different take on it. Like, how many financial experts are there on the internet? If there was only one answer, there'd only be one person, right? But that's it. Nikki, how are you? You live in the group, so I can post the ones. Hey, Mr. Leo, are you live in the group? Yes, I'm in the group. That's where you win the money. Unfortunately, in YouTube, we don't offer the prize, but we're giving $2,500 gift certificates. I found how to do it last time. A couple of weeks ago, we gave about 5 of them, so now we're doing 20. It's my way of just trying to thank you guys for doing this, and also to encourage you to share more with other people in the group. So you show them things, because we all can't be as smart as everybody else. But if all of us take our little bits of smarts and put them together, we got a big smarts, like 1 and 1 isn't 2. If we put 1 and 1, that could be 5, if we all get together and do that kind of thing. And that's what I'm trying to do, and to help people. And I see that's what's so nice. And Let's Go Help. People are saying, hey, yeah, I tried that. You don't want to do this. You want to go over here instead, and things like that. I mean, that's it. I mean, I answer and by the way, you want to get my answer on something, you just start a new discussion. A new discussion will get me that I answer every new discussion. So sometimes it takes me a day or 2. And that's why I say, if it's more than 40 government grants, small business, and US, that's not government, I don't think. Governmentgrants.us is not government. I'm sorry. No, that's a service that I'd rather not. And now the actual grant they're talking about, if you have the link to that, Cindy, that's the kind of stuff we need, because they're selling a service like I am or whatever, and I want to give people directly to the source. So there's nothing between you and applying for the money. They're either, if they have the link, then click the link and give us a link so we can do that. And we'll do that that way. But it's more important. Hi, Nikita. Nice to see you again. People are so warm in the club, and the messages I see that you're sending to each other, everybody seems so helpful and trying to help them. We're all in this stuff together, and it's a shitty world out there nowadays, and we're all struggling, and we're all, it's easy to be mean when things aren't working well, and that's understandable. But if we help each other with things we know and share, that's right. You know about something, okay, get it to us, share it with us. So somebody else could take it care of. I mean, the neatest thing to me is when somebody calls up. I mean, look at the video I did a couple of days ago about someone who was going to be thrown on the street, and she got some link from me. I didn't really do it. It's the government that has a program. I just was sort of the middleman, the in-between guy, and it saved. I mean, it saved her from being on the street. So I mean, we all have that power. We all have that power. Sir, maybe you and your friends all know about this, but there's people out there who don't. So if you take that source, and that's what I hope the Let's Go Help will be. That source will be somebody will be able to use that source, and get something out of it. Hang on, and I can post. Great, and that's what I'm trying to do. Make sure that people know about it. I mean, it's just we know so little about the world. The world is so big. That's what excites me every day. There's just so many opportunities. It's so big. It's stuff I don't know every day, and stuff that pops up and out of nowhere. And it's just fun. And that's why, but it takes effort. And I think our downfall is that people like me who are salesmen, they try to tell you and convince you that, oh, this is going to be easy. All you have to do is give me money and all your problems are solved. Nah, that's not going to happen. Maybe they'll help them a little bit, but you don't even need that help, particularly if you don't have money, because if you're paying somebody money to get out of your financial problems, to me, you're just getting in worse shape. So you don't want to do that. And that's why I always keep a free service going, so people don't have money, don't have to go and take food out of people's mouths to find some information that's free. So let's share. Now, so you're asking, why do I do that? Let's go. Yeah, I know, and that's why. But I got to feed myself too, like you do. We all do. How did your company pivot $1,000? I'm not sure what you mean by that. How did you? Because of you. Because people, the way how well you treated me on this group. Now, I don't know if I explained it to you, but for 10 or 12 years now, I've been trying to find out, how do I get this information to people? See, this information I've been selling and packaging and helping people with for 40 or 50 years. Okay, now when the internet came, so 2008, whatever that is, when that really hit, nobody bought reference books anymore. So my business was going down the tube. And internet was coming. Now I've always been familiar with the internet. I had a computer company back in the 70s, so technology doesn't scare me at all. And even computers, I kept my eye on that all the time because I thought it was a good way to get information to people faster than any other way. But how people buy, people change their buying habits and everything. Until I really stumbled into the Facebook group. Man, everything else I did, I mean, it's ebooks, yes, but I couldn't do that. Clubs, yeah, I couldn't do that either. All these things I kept trying year after year after year. Seminar, all this, it wasn't working. And I struggled for 10 or 12 years to find out this is the first time. And I think what kicked me too, and about a year ago or so is when it started. And then when COVID hit, that unfortunately helped me. Or fortune for me. But what it did was educate people about the power of government. See, I've seen this for 40 or 50 years. I've been trying to tell everybody how much power there is. And we've been giving out, like now we're going to give out $1 trillion, this week, an extra $1 trillion. Well, every year we've given out $2 or $3 trillion since I've been doing this for 30 years. It's always been there, but nobody knew about it. Nobody cared or whatever. Nikita, yes, I know you do. And that's why you've been so helpful here and sharing sources with everybody. And everybody say hello to Nikita because she's, her heart is in it. I mean, that's why I wear hearts now, because it used to be question marks and now it's hearts. Because if your heart's not in it, man, it's like any relationship, that if your heart's not in it, it's not as exciting. It's not as, it's not real life. It's not a special life. It's not anything like that it can be if your heart's in it. That's why I think all of us, no matter what we're doing in life, have to find things that our heart is in it, because otherwise I think we're wasting time. Now, sometimes we can't, and we have to waste time because we have to, feed ourselves. So that's not wasting time. That's being responsible. So you have to do things to feed yourself, take care of your responsibilities yourself, and all this kind of stuff. Okay. So you have to do that. And then you have to, once you get to that level that, okay, now you're able to take yourself. Now, to me, your obligation is, okay, now how can you give more? Because if you're doing something every day that, you're just doing it for money, then you're not giving it your best. You have a lot left to give to people and to the rest of us. So the more you give, the more society improves itself, right? If you're just sucking things out of it and not giving it. Like Nikita, she gives sources for other people to improve their lives. Okay. So she's making another life better so that other life can give something nice and good to another life. Yeah. So don't forget, if somebody's just joining us now, remember, I'm looking for club members, put in a link to something that you think that gives out free money or free help for people. Okay, that link, we're going to pick 20 randomly and give you a $50 gift certificate to Target, and do it all online. So the winners we're going to contact and have to get your email address, because that's how Target goes. I give Target the email address, I give them $50, and then they email you the gift certificate, and you could use by going in the store or go internet shopping or however you want, or pass it on to somebody else, give them the whole $50 to a child, a friend, or whatever that you want to share it with. And that's what that is. Okay, so we're going to do 20 of them this time. Last time we did 5, so we're going to do 20 of them. I can't wait because it's fun. I mean, boy, that's why I feel so selfish every day. I can get up and try to give as much as I can to people who are looking for help that I may be able to solve that problem. There's no guarantee. I don't solve them all. Certainly don't. But tell you the truth, what I'm also hoping I could do is not only solve a problem, but teach you how to do the process. That's the thing. It's sort of like teaching somebody dental, all smiles. We don't see you on Facebook. Matthew, we do. You don't see me on Facebook? I'm on Facebook. I see all the people on Facebook. Why is that not? Huh. Wow, I got a lot of people on Facebook with giving me stuff. Mo, are you sure? I'm wondering. So in other words, if you go on the Facebook Live, I got a lot of people giving me websites here. Nikita, are we on Let's Go Help Facebook, or where are we? Where do you see me? Thank you for giving us your best. Nikita, are we on Let's Go Help? I mean, did I put the wrong Facebook page? Maybe it's on I can't tell because it says like live producer, or something like that. Or maybe, Nikita, do you see me on Let's Go Help Facebook. Uh, the Facebook page is working. Oh, Crystal. Okay. Is that Let's Go Help Facebook page, Crystal? I think Monica's daughter messed up her computer. She has a 6-year-old at home all day doing Zoom calls with the teacher. Yeah. Women's Business Center, get free help finding sources, funding, and much more. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of thing. The Jazz Foundation of America. Oh, yeah, for jazz. I'm a jazz fan. Grants for jazz people. That's a great link. Economic development. They're probably good links, Nikita. Right? You know that. So we post the source here in the chat and be entered in the drawing. Yes, Renee, she's got it. By Jove, she's got it. Yes, post a link in the live because it'll be there tomorrow that other people can use. And that's why I need you to help people because I don't know everything. And if we all work together, we can help a lot more people together. To find out about things, help that's out there. I mean, the life is so abundant to me. It may not be the way you want it, and that's why when you get out there looking for something and you're looking for it one way, well, now if it's not that one way, then you have to be clever enough and smart enough in a way to twist what you need. Like so many people think they need a lot of money to get a business. Okay, here I was helping a fella today. He wanted to start a carpet cleaning business. Okay, and I showed him where all the sources are: money for help to start a carpet cleaning business, and to buy the equipment, and to take the training or whatever. And what I was trying to convince him to do, and I don't think he did, he was convinced because it takes effort. Now, here's what I would do. Okay. Let's Go Help is not working. Yeah, Gabe said it's not working either. How do you see it? Huh? Well, I see everybody here I'm on somewhere on Facebook where they're putting in links. And we got people putting it there. Maybe start learning about. Okay, so to start a business. Okay, so to start a business, I don't know what it would take to start a carpet cleaning business, but let's say $10,000. Okay, so he wants to go and learn, how to do it. And I got to go check on a homeless friend who had a seizure. Oh my God, Krista. Oh, so sorry. If I win a gift card, I'll share it with them. Great. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you, Crystal. And if you want to start a business like that, okay, so maybe you need $10,000 to get equipment and training or whatever. But see, to me, after you do that, equipment, training, or whatever, now what you have to do, you're not in business yet, right? All you did was spend $10,000 and maybe be in business. Now, the key to being in that business or any other business is not knowing how to spend money. See, what you figured out how to spend money. Okay, that's not business. A business is how to get money, okay? And how to get money for what you want to do. Okay, so if you want to clean carpets, what you have to first know is how to get a customer, not how to spend money. Yeah. And that's why, particularly if you don't even have money if you can't find the $10,000 to invest in all that, don't know if you see yet, but I started a discussion and sent you more grant assistance help and updates and some previously disclosed. Ooh, sort of. I just want to let you know. Thanks again for sharing the immense knowledge with us. Oh, I'm not sure, Emily. Yeah, get a hold of me. Start a discussion. Tell me what I should know about you. And anyway, it's all about getting a business. See, to me, if I was sitting there and I want to be clowning, a carpet cleaning business. I have no money. Okay, how long is it going to take me to get the money? Well, I don't know. Take a couple months, year. I don't know. Nobody knows, but it's going to take some time, and I may not get it. Okay, but even if I get the money and do that, I'm still not in business because I got to figure out how to get a customer. You're not in any business until you get a customer. So to me, you reverse it. First of all, you don't worry about equipment. You don't worry about anything. You call a dozen carpet cleaning businesses and say, hey, if I get you customers, Will you give me part of the money? And they'll say no or yes. Well, if you can't find anybody to do that, that's okay. Say, if I get you customers, you don't give me money, okay, that's fine. But let me give you customers, give me a discount for the customers, okay, or something to make it interesting. Uh, and what happened, now you go out and how are you going to find customers? That's the hard part, how to find customers. And if you save that after you spend all the money and all the training, see here, if you just go out and find customers for somebody else, you don't have to worry about a thing. Because if you can't find customers for that person who has everything, how are you going to find customers for you? And I say, if that doesn't make sense doing it that way, why don't you do this? That you start a business that costs nothing to people. And what you do for people, find them the best carpet cleaning deal they ever knew about it. And they would have never known about it. And it costs them nothing. Okay. So that's what you're doing. You're selling a service that costs nothing. Okay. Now, and see, even if you don't make any money at this, that's fine, because you're finding out how to get a customer. And also you'll be dealing with all the carpet cleaning companies, knowing who's good, knowing who's bad, knowing what you're doing all your market research now for anybody. So you do a website, how to get the best carpet cleaning and cheapest best in Scranton, Pennsylvania, or whatever. So you start that for people there. So you find, so people who are looking for the best, cheapest carpet cleaning are going to come there, right? So you're going to figure out how to get them there. So you would have to figure that after you spent 10 grand investing in all that, and then maybe or maybe not getting business, and still try to figure out how to find people and do that. So you do that first to see if you can do that. Because if you spend the money, then you can't do that, then you lost the money and the time and everything. If you do that first, you learn what you really have to buy. You learn if you really can do it. You learn if you'll be in business because you're helping somebody else that's already in business. Yeah. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense at all? And see, there's always more than one way. See, what you're doing, I think, when we go to Google and any of these people are telling you ways to do it with people have money. Okay. I mean, the immigrants who come to this country start businesses that turn out to be Fortune 500 companies without any money. Hear that? Immigrants come to this country and start businesses that become Fortune 500 companies without any money. I was talking to I remember a friend of my wife's and these are rich, spoiled kids, that started a rowing machine company or whatever. And they started with scraps. They got scraps from manufacturers to make their first oars or whatever it is, nothing, and no money to do this stuff. There's always another way. If your heart's in it. If your heart's not in it, you won't do it unless there's money. And if your heart's in it, you find another way to do it. And that's American, in the Revolutionary War, or whatever it is. We beat all these professional soldiers. Because our heart was in it. Theirs wasn't. They dress funny too. You could see them in the woods. The same way with, like in Vietnam, when we went there, we're going to fight wars that we don't even know what the hell we're fighting for. But their heart's in it. They beat the biggest country in the world, right? Your heart has to be in it. That's why information is important. I believe in all that kind of stuff, of course. But now as I get older, man, if you don't have the heart, you can't make it happen. It's all about making. It's the same with a personal romance or connection or whatever. Your heart has to be in it. If you're marrying that lady because she's rich, that'll last for a while, but it's not going to be the best life you could get, right? Probably okay. A lot of people live that way. Who am I to say? We all struggle, and we all have different needs or whatever. I mean, I think that's the biggest sin in life, is telling somebody else what to do with their life. Get some money to pay my electric bill. Yes, Deborah, you need money to pay your electric bill. Go to the description. You're in YouTube. I have a download link that'll show you for Ohio. I have every city there, and it shows you 9 of the first financial aid responders, first responder for financial assistance. Okay, these are free organizations that the government pays for to help you get out of debt for free. Okay, and they're all listed in that download report in YouTube in the description. Okay, there's a link there. You download that link. Let's Go Help members. I get it. You just tell me what state you're in. You get it, and don't worry. But because all you guys are in, I don't know, state and everybody, so I put a list together with every state there to share with you, so you don't have to give me money because you can't afford it. You're in financial trouble. So here is a listing for every state of the government's first responders to help people in financial trouble. Okay, a listing of first responders to help people in financial trouble. Who are the first responders? They're government officials, government organizations, nonprofit organizations that the government pays for to help you when you're in financial trouble. Okay, and that's what I think is the most powerful thing we have. And we have the same thing for business. Every state, and I have this business in there too, in this download. So there's a list for every state. There's a listing of like 9 offices in that state, in every state, that's their job is to help you start a business, no matter if you have no money, a lot of money, whatever. Yeah, that is it. That's what they're there for. Yeah. And to help you. Yeah. So you call every one of them. Now, what do you do when that happens? That's the other thing. You have to learn how to use these things. You just don't say, hey, give me a grant. No, you call, never call a government office, say you want a grant. Call a government office and say you need help. That's the key. Now, even student loans, yes, you download that report. See the personal finance people that are there to help you with any kind of personal finance, student loans, mortgages, utility bills, or whatever. These are the best we got. And see, it's so much better than Google because, first of all, Google is going to have old stuff now. See, the good stuff that's in now the state and local governments is the end of the last COVID. You have 3 more weeks, and they're just starting new programs every day. There's dozens and dozens of new programs trying to get rid of the old money. They can't. There's not enough people applying. And it's a sin that may not be that way where you live. It's different everywhere. But no matter what it is, you can't talk to one person and think that is the universe. Oh, I talked to somebody, they said there's none left. There's 17,000 programs in the government. How the heck they don't know? And every day we're creating new ones, particularly with this COVID stuff, new programs, because they're sitting with pots of money at the state and local government. They got to get rid of it. So they have another round of money they're going to give out. And so brand new programs. They just started today. They'll start tomorrow, whatever. You can't find them in Google. Because mainly you have to get through all the people that want to get your money. Because they're all there looking. You have a problem, you're going to go to Google and try to solve it. And I want you to see me because I'll convince you to give me some money to help you solve the problem. So that's why you have to, call people who should know. And that's what this list is. People who study this, people who in that state who help people every day who's in financial trouble. So you go to the experts. Don't go to the experts who are an expert at getting money from you. Go to the experts who are experts at getting money to you. See, that makes no sense to me at all. That's what we do. We go to Google and try to find experts to help us who are experts in getting money from us because they want to sell us something, okay? What I'm showing you are experts whose only job is to get money and help to you. They're the people you want, okay? But Google won't show you them. They say they do, and they're probably in there, but you never find them. Why? Because there's a trillion of these other people who want to get money from you, and only a half a dozen that want to give you the money. How are you going to tell the good from the bad? And then the people who say they were going to give you money are really scams anyway, just like the people on that are on my discussion in YouTube. They're pretending they're me, and they're going to get you money, and what they're doing is scamming you and getting money from you. Yeah. So that's why it's important. You talk to people who are in the business of giving money to people. Don't talk to people in the business of getting money from you, because they spend their time. This is what marketing is about. This is what capitalism is all about. They spend 24/7 of their time trying to figure out what to say so you give them money. Yeah. And it hurts my heart. The older I get, it hurts. That's why I wanted to start something that is not like that. Everybody said when I was going to all the marketing, people said, no, you got to charge $500. You got to charge $1,000 or more. No, I want to charge just $20. That's enough. Keep me going so I can provide this service and do something I think is important to do. And that's enough. And truthfully, it's you that make me smart. And it's been that way since day one, 40, 50 years ago, when I first started my first information business in downtown Washington, D.C. And it grew from me, a phone and a desk in my apartment, to about 30, 40 people right on Connecticut Ave and K Street with all the other fat cat lobbyists. And I was helping rich people get this stuff, But I didn't know what to do until I heard their questions. That's why when I'm in developing this for the last 12 years, that's what I do. I would have, places where I could answer people's questions for free. That's what I want to keep doing, but I still have to figure out how to keep in business. Because I can't help everybody if I'm not in business. Then I have to go, cook hamburgers or something, to support myself. And that's why, like starting the carpet cleaning business. Why spend all that time and effort learning how to spend money when you really should start by learning how do people buy this? How do they do it? All that stuff, you just give that to somebody else, because this is the real learning you do. It's learning what people need, how to package it, why they need it. That's why I used to say I could do a book on anything. I've written over 100 books, only 10 made money. And I used to say, I could do a book on anything, I just can't think of the title. What do people want? How do they want it? How will they buy it? And that's what kept me 12 years before I now finally a profitable business again after 12 years, trying to figure out, okay, how can I, with the technology, what's the best way to package this that people will actually do it? And I tried thousands of ways that most obviously didn't work until I stumbled onto something. And that's what it is. You don't know ahead of time what will work. And that's why the more money you spend on guessing, the faster you just get out of business. Okay. And and that's why, to me, it's be prepared to just trial and fail. That's what life is. Oh, good. Hey, listen, I need more examples. I want to give away my $1,000. So make sure you give me a link. You want to put it in afterwards or something. If there's someone, if you go let's say tomorrow, maybe by the end of the night or something like that, or tomorrow morning, we're probably going to do it. Do the, giving out the $50 a piece to 20 people. So get it in before then. Just start a new discussion and say, this is for the contest. I want to be entered in the contest. Okay. And then I'll get with Monica first thing in the morning and to make sure, because I can't tell. I'm worried that I'm not even in the club for some reason. But I screwed up more. And that's one of the nicer things about aging. I used to think, if I screw up or something, oh man, life is over and everything. No, life goes on without you. Please read my comment above. What is it, Sardina? Sadina. I've tried everyone here to get my kids Christmas, but they said they have too many. They said they full. So sad. My kids will wake up with nothing. They don't understand. So they're excited. All I do that. I don't know where you listen. Okay. Sadina, go to the description. Download the report I have in the description. Find your state. I have a list, 50 states. Find your state, click on your state, and you'll see there's 2 reports under every state. One is for personal finance, and the other one is for business. You want to know personal finance. You want gifts for your kids. There'll be like 6 to 8 programs in there, 6 or 8 offices in your state that help with things like that. Call every single one. Wait on hold, do whatever, and read. And I have instructions in the beginning, video instructions on how to treat people in the government, what to say, all this kind of stuff. It takes you persevering through that, listening to people tell you what they do, trying to see if that matches up what you need. And if it doesn't, then you ask them, where else can I go? It's the most important thing. You have to give people a chance to try to help you, and you have to call more than, you keep calling. Just keep. That's the only way, because the more you get no's, tell you the truth, the more stronger you get, because you have to get more creative that way. And that's a way to get more creative. Thank you for allowing information for your community. Unlike the politicians from the tip of Texas, next to the South Padre Island. Oh, nice, Mickey. Thank you. Sorry, what was the first responder website? It's down. The first responders are all in the discussion, and people in Let's Go Help. I'll give you a whole list. Don't worry about that. I'll give you a list of more than that. But I'm trying to get the basics to the people on YouTube that are less affluent than my lovely members. And what's neat about the members is I know they're not all greedy, of course not, and because they're helping other people. The things that you hear, I see that members are talking to other members, and even if they can't help, they're so empathetic, and feel for their pain because they've been there themselves. And that's it. I think a lot of life is we don't know the answers, but I think we get so frustrated because we think there's an answer, and just hearing somebody else that can't solve it either it gives us comfort. And that's what we need. We all need some comfort so we can keep being strong to keep on going. And that's the important thing. And that's why I appreciate the members so much, is that they're giving comfort to people. By just a few words, that. We all know that. A few words can give so much comfort to someone and make them stronger to keep going, because that is what we need. This is we're the question mark suit. What I used to say all the time, why are you wearing this question mark suit? I say, because I'm scared as hell and I don't know what I'm doing. But it seems like we don't glorify that. In this country, what we do, we try to pretend we know what we're doing and that we're not scared of anything. That's bullshit. At least for me, maybe there's superheroes around, but I think they're inside that just learned how to not show it. Yeah, because they could charge more money if they don't show it. That's what I think it is. You have to pretend you know the answer to everything so you can charge a lot of money. And when they don't. See, and that's why to me, what I'm trying to do too is show you, okay, here's possibilities. They may or may not work. Let's get through this together and see. Now, if doctors said that, and doctors the same way, they don't know. The 66% of the scientific journals in the best scientific journal magazines in the world, the findings in those articles that are written in the most reviewed science magazines in the world turn out to be wrong within 2-3 years. Can't be reproduced and things like that. So we're all guessing, and that's why I think, we need someone to hold our hand to help through this. We don't know what really works, and we have to try a lot of things to see what works. And then to me, particularly like in business or opportunities, you stumble in it by accident. You didn't know ahead of time, but you get there somehow, just by accident. But it's fun. I mean, it's fun because you grow. To me, in bad times, the only times I've grown, I've been bankrupt, I've been 2 divorces and everything, but all that kind of stuff is 2-3 failing businesses first, is the only way to grow. You're not going to grow if it's easy, right? So that's why it's grow time. We're all going to grow. And that's why we could, I think, have a place that we can feel safe, that it's okay not to know because nobody else knows. We've seen a lot of that recently, haven't we? And everybody is that way. We're guessing. We take the best shot, try it, doesn't work. Okay. It's like learning to walk. Fall on your ass 100 times before you get. Monica, are we in Let's Go Help? Some people say we're not in Let's Go Help. Mo helps me with research. I really saw her for the first time today. just a ball of fire and a delightful person. She's going to be the raffler, and she's going to go through. We're going to throw all the names up in the air and pick 20. And if you think we cheated, it's Mo did the cheating. See, she's the one. I'll give you her address too, if you want to find her. I had to search. I had to search for live, huh? So you couldn't find it right on the front. God, what the hell did I do wrong? Okay, I know you push a little button here, the music goes round and round. Oh, and it comes up there. Okay, listen, I'm gonna leave the. I'm gonna leave on YouTube and leave on. I'll leave Facebook up for a little bit. So you want to put some more links in there to be in the raffle. We're going to have 20 raffle, 20. Help me with my, see, I feel like a COVID giveaway. I can't give away all my money. Help me. I can't give away my grant money for COVID grant money. Help me. Please answer my question. Thanks very much. What's the question, Tracy? If I don't answer it here, just start a discussion, okay? Yeah. Because that way, Tracy, then I'll really answer, start a new thing with a discussion. So give me some time, I'll answer it. Tracy, is SBA still have EDI? Yes, they do have EDI mail. I applied but was denied. I have appealed the decision because I was denied due to low credit score, which has gotten worse due to COVID, but not being able to pay my bills. I'm in need of a mortgage assistance, okay, and need more money for my business, okay. My businesses has suffered greatly due to COVID. Okay. I want to start an online consulting business for parents of a children with special needs. Okay. Let's see, to me, I don't know, is that the business you're looking for money for? The consulting business? Um, you said you have a business now, but is that the consulting business you want to start? So that's a little confusing. Um, I'll send you all that. Okay, Tracy, put that in the discussion now. It'll pop up. I'll get it to you tomorrow. If not, just yell at me. Okay. We'll get you going. Okay. Uh, Good. Yeah. Lots of stuff. But you have to do the rent thing first. Uh, and put in what state you're in, Tracy, so I can show you where to start, so you take care of that rent. I think you're saying, oh, mortgage, yeah. Mortgage assistance, okay. So you got to do that first. And then, and for the other, again, I'll show you the 6 places in your state. So that's why you have to show me your state, okay? I'll show me your state and I'll show you mine, okay? Well, thank you again, guys. Help. And Tracy, I'm sorry. It's hard to do here because I got to send you links. And that's why if you start a discussion, then you have links. If I just say it here, so I have to gather the links and put them together for you. Okay. That's why you pay me the big bucks. Okay. All right, let's go. Great. What do you think, Monica? I think we got at least 20, looks like, bunch. Okie dokie, Mrs. Jones. Oh, Louisiana, great. Okay, put that in the discussion too. Okay, great. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take off. Getting hoarse. See you in the morning, I hope.